Well, Jerry, after a chaotic end to last week, things are starting to look a lot rosier now.
Yeah, it's football, isn't it, for you, how it changes in a week. As you said last week, Boosie obviously does his finger. Ewan gets a recall as well. So, yeah, lots going on right near the end of the week as well. It wasn't like it was at the beginning. So, but the main thing is we got Ewan signed up now on a long-term contract to the football club. I think it's vitally important people recognise and understand how these things work. When he's a player, not necessarily just Ewan, when a player's contracted to the parent club, there's a lot of things that go into that. Obviously, his personal situation needs to get sorted first and foremost. And he exercised that right to go back and try and sort it all out for himself, because it's a life decision for Ewan as well. Of course, he's coming out of full-time football, coming into part-time football, and that transition is not easy. We know that. So yeah, we're delighted with it. He's been really good to deal with. We've had a wonderful relationship ever since he's been at the football club. He's really flourished under the way we play, and our relationship's been strong because of that. And Bristol City, I have to say as well, I have to thank them again, because it's never easy when we're trying to sort out a deal. Obviously, for us, finances are not in abundance, and we have to be really careful how we do it. But we see Ewan as an asset to us as a football club as well. It's not necessarily just about here and now. It's very much about him going forward, and obviously he's got a worth. Hopefully there's success here with Bath City Football Club, but for him, I know he's hungry to kick on as well, and yeah, we're delighted we got it over the line.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as the type who'll be kicking and screaming. That wasn't the reason why he did to go back essentially for a week. There was nothing like that at all, was there?
No, it's very much people putting 2 and 2 and getting 7. It was that's not how it happened. As I said, there's lots that had gone into it, and not stuff that, you know, I know people sometimes say we need to know a bit more, but that's not for us to put out there. That's Ewan's personal life, and he has to be comfortable with it first and foremost. And I guess us with the business as well, we have to be comfortable in the deal we're doing. So lots go into it. Bristol City had to make sure that was done right his end. It was difficult because it meant that he missed out on some game time with us. And I would have loved to have him in our side last week, and I'm sure if he was in our team, he'd have made a big difference. He's had a fantastic time here at Bath City Football Club. If you look at all the data and the games, he's been very much a part of all our success here. And I know he's a massive fans' favourite as well. I know how well this will go down with the fans. So hopefully people now get a bit of clarity around it and understand that that when these things happen, it takes a bit of time, and you might have to suffer a little bit as a football club, and certainly as a player as well in the interim. But then when it gets sorted, we're all happy. And I think what we'll see on Saturday now is a player that is comfortable with the decision he's made, a manager for sure, and a staff and a football club that are more than happy with the decision he's made. And we look forward to seeing him now in a black and white shirt as a Bath City player.
Worked with him for nearly 6 months. How much has he developed as a footballer in that time?
Brilliant. I mean, that's for Ewan to say, really. I'm sure he'd be complimentary of everything that's gone on here at the football club. I've loved working with him. He's the type of player I really enjoy working with. I knew him, of course, from his days back at Oxford City, and being a tricky little customer when he's playing wing back, and we've played against him. He got his move, his deserved move. But sometimes in life things don't quite pan out as you may want them to. And for him, it's not necessarily a step backwards, but very much, I think about my career, I went backwards to go forwards at times. And for him, it's very similar now. He's a player that takes in all the information. He's like a sponge. He's got the most wonderful attitude, honestly. His attitude's really, really good to the game. And I know he's very popular in the dressing room as well. So he'll have 16 other teammates that'll be really happy that he's re-signed with us. And like I said, we can get down to real nitty gritty now. We can get down to the work, because again, when you're a player at another club, there's only a certain amount that we can work with. But now he's a Bath City player. When it comes down to all his data, looking back on clips, all that sort of stuff, we can really get to work with you. And I'm sure he's just going to go from strength to strength.
Yeah, it feels like a new signing, and it now gets you back up to 4 wingers and 3 strikers. So plenty of attacking threat, which is exactly what you want. Yeah,
that's what we were after, start of the season. Obviously, we've been able to bring in James as well, just on a short-term contract to the end of the season. And we feel like, you know, with the boys there, we got wide, and the boys up top, there's, like you said, there's real threat. And what we have to get back to is now scoring goals, Mark. We've said about it the last couple of weeks. There's chances are coming in there. We've done a lot of work. Jim did a lot of work Tuesday night with the group on finishing, just some technique work, different parts of the body. I drove down to Truro to watch Dartford. Unfortunately, I drove back quite quickly because that game got called off. But tonight we'll be training. Thursday, as I do this interview, we'll train again, and we'll have a team. We'll pick the team tonight. We'll have a structure. and I'm really excited about the team I'm going to put out there on Saturday. Competition for places is going to be rife. People who go out of the side, they'll be disappointed. But like I said, we're gonna have a real good boost to us now. This will really kick us on, I'm sure of it. Hopefully we'll get a good number in here on Saturday watching. And I know Ewan will get a great reception, and it's up to him now to get back down to work. All that uncertainty is gone. And listen, there was a lot of clubs who were interested in Ewan as well. That's the other thing I've got to say. Even today, there's been phone calls, I know, going in, but there was never any interest for him. He always wanted to sign here at Bath City Football Club. And I'm pleased that we've been allowed to do it as well. And I thank the board, thank everyone who's helped me in trying to get it over the line. And really looking forward to working with it.